Here we go. Hi, Scorpio. It's Lyn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to. Wow, look at that. I barely even got the words out. I'm here to do your March tarot. Surprise live. Surprise. um, always expect the unexpected from me. So, um, look at that. Princess of Swords jumping out immediately. There's a few things about this particular princess from the Druidcraft Tarot that I want to point out. And one of them is that she's holding that sword by the blade. You know, this is a truth that could cut, that could hurt. She's also learning to speak her truth, realizing that she may have to um that she doesn't feel totally confident on how to wield her tongue yet, so she's practicing. Practice makes perfect. Anyway, so this is you, right? You could be also, I think of the Princess of Swords as learning new skills. You could be researching something. Also, she's holding the sword, which is also the pen, the paintbrush, sometimes the instrument too, but not always. Anyway, so there's some new instruction perhaps that you're gaining or giving, but I feel like you're in the learning end of it anyway. So let's see what we got for you here, Scorpio. They want to cut right then and there. Right then and there. So I have to move this pile aside for a sec. I don't have as much room on this table as far as depth, in depth. So let's see what we have for you. I'm going to put this princess over here. Information too coming in, eh? You could have a message coming in. Um, so in the recent past, you have the Lord, which is the Emperor, the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I'm going to take the first three first. Let me get that cord out of the way. I don't need it anymore anyway. So the Lord is about gaining control, and it's also about having some structure in our lives. We need structure just like the company, the community. That's why we need laws and whatnot. And so the Emperor is about having that in our lives to be successful, to move forward in business, or what our foundation is. It could be our family, our career. um because there seems to be some sort of disappointment for you. You're not getting out of love what you're hoping to, what you're subscribing to, so to speak. You're not getting, you're getting crumbs, and it's not really the big picture of what you're looking for in a relationship, what you need anyway, at least. So you have the high priestess here, and this is really interesting. And so it looks like you're exploring your intuition and your spiritual side a lot more here. Also, she has the book of knowledge in front of her. So she's gaining wisdom, and she's using the wisdom she has, what she learns, to her advantage. Okay. She knows when to act, as well. The trick is the timing sometimes, and when not to act. All right, you really got to go with your intuition on this as well. Um, I feel like there could be some sort of new relationship, or has been a new relationship into your life in the recent past. And this might have helped you open up more, trust more. Just you're allowing more people into your life. You know what I mean? You're opening up. And this is from this energy here, some sort of feeling trapped. Both these two cards are not what you're wanting. You're not getting what you want um, out of, I don't know, relationship. Also, something to do with your stability as well. Okay. So it's saying get more structure and more knowledge, more education, spiritually in some way. And this is going to help you open up. It's going to help clear the mind, clear those limiting thoughts, right? Because all those swords are limiting thoughts, right? And the high priestess is going to help you clear those. She knows that they're not real, right? And that part, there's part of you that knows that. It's easier said than done, though. So in the present, you have the Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Pentacles. So two fives here, okay? And these fives again are in some ways you don't feel a part of something, you don't feel included, maybe you don't feel heard in a situation here, and you're in defensive mode, you're defending yourself or what you have, okay? So this could be your home, your job, your something is at stake here, and it feels like someone could be trying to boss you around or tell you how it's going to be, and you're having to be defensive and say, no, I don't think so. No, it's not going to be like that. And you can't march into my place, my property, and tell me how it's going to be. In some ways, you don't feel like your value is being recognized um, in some ways. I feel like you're starting with a blank canvas here in your life, Scorpio. Okay. It's a complete blank canvas. It's funny, I mentioned the paintbrush, and you're reinventing yourself from scratch. You're starting from scratch and you're building yourself up, and you're adding new things, all the things you have kind of wanted all along, or wish you had done, had been, gone to, whatever it is, okay? And but part of this is I feel like there's a new career coming for you, a new direction in career. And you may not believe in yourself in this way. You may not feel, um, it may not be new, but I feel it could like be rebuilding, transforming, um, reinventing yourself in some way. Um, I think that you have put some time and energy in already and feel like um you should be able to move forward. I feel also you've gone through a time of strife where you didn't have as much. You may have had to really balance your budget, and now there's money coming in again, or you're having a steady flow of money coming in again here. But um there's something here I feel like you don't have a say in, or you don't feel like you have a say. And in order to have a say, you have to put your foot down. You have to say, no, you're not. Someone might want you to sign something. Um, and I feel like they're pressuring you, pushing you, something like that. And you're like, yeah, you're not having any of it, okay? Um, Also, I think the other thing too about this is you may not be defending a certain situation altogether. You might be just learning to stand up for yourself a little bit more, not being such a pushover, so easygoing, not agreeing to everything and stepping out and helping everybody. You could also be learning something about the health industry, the healing industry, like learning to help people. Um, Rediscover healing in some way. Like a lot of people are waiting for some easy answer, but it ain't easy. It's work. And so, but they may not understand how to get there, something like that. Let me move these cards up here. You're trying to really, really trust your instinct here. Um, Even in situations where you may feel pressured or backed up against the wall, you're trying to really trust your instinct. Excuse me. Hmm. Yeah, it's going to require strength. You know, this is that graceful strength, that strength where we don't lose it. We keep complete control and we're okay. And it's just one step at a time. And I feel like you decide, like you're kind of at an impasse where you need to decide which direction you want to go. And once you decide, you move forward. You may feel a bit naked. You may feel like you're starting brand new, sort of thing, in a way, eh? But I think you oh, uh, you don't want conflict or problems with anybody, eh? So you approach things with a peaceful but strong manner, composed. Um, there's some sort of responsibility or burden that you're going to give up in March. You're I don't know, there's something, it could be costing you this burden, it could be costing you, and it may not be really your responsibility or something like that. So you may give up something that is a burden to you in some way. Okay. I also feel like you could be stashing some money away, trying to save up your money for a plan that's emerging. You're getting ready to bring something to life, to birth something. You also could be expecting a child, a grandchild, a new addition to the family coming soon. The, I feel like yeah, you may have a new plan emerging in March or by the end of March, okay? It's funny that you begin with the father, the emperor, the father figure, and you end with the mother. So you begin with this real structured attitude, like I got to get my stuff together and I got to get a plan and I got to get, routine figured out. And you might be a little bit dissatisfied. You may not be that kind of person, really. But in the end, you have this real nurturing approach. You have a compassionate, understanding, supportive approach. But there could all this could be between the father and the mother. This junk in between, in the middle. Okay. You could feel bullied by this person, or they do by you, whoever you are in the situation. Um, so this is requiring a softer touch, but at the same time standing your ground, um, wanting to be a part of decisions treated equally. Also, I feel like you could be withholding something, or You're either putting money away or they are. Someone's putting money away, stashing for something else. All right. And it could be withholding information, money, secrets, something like that. It doesn't matter, okay, because you're going through some sort of healing transition here. And at some point, things that you held very important before are not going to be that important. You're going to have a brand new focus that you're going to love because it's more along your lines. You're not rigid. You're not, um, I don't think you do well with routines. Maybe in some ways, making your bed and stuff like that. Or you could be the opposite kind of Scorpio that hates making your bed. There's some that are very rigid and some that aren't, but I feel like you're going to lose some of these um that's rigid. There's a softer part of you coming out. Okay, you're not going to feel these hard lines anymore. Let's get some clarity on the situation. um in the dead center, there's communication issues between you and someone. I feel like someone is pushy. I also feel like they don't want to give you what you deserve, right? They are unfair in some way. Unfair. Um, but this, I don't feel this is your energy. I really don't. All right. Ooh, wee, I like it. So the chariot, this is victory in a situation, overcoming something, realizing that, because you could feel two ways being pulled in two directions over a matter. You want to be strong, but you always, fall in because you don't want to fight with anybody. And, I don't know, but you're now able to move forward more focused. It's you're not going to be pushed, and you're not going to be rushed, and you're not going to be held back either. Do you know what I mean? You're going at your pace. You're victorious. You could be going on a trip too, and when you come back from this trip, I always say this a lot, because it happens quite often. We go away, and it's like it's a time warp or something. Okay. And when you come back, you're ready to go at something, knowing what you want now. If you went away confused and not sure, I feel like you're going to come back realizing what you need to do, knowing what you need to do, and going forth in that direction, gaining some sort of ground here. You are okay. And you're coming together to make a decision, to make a choice. You could get an offer here. Sometimes this is a contract. It's funny, I talked about the um the pen, the paintbrush, um and sometimes it's a truth. You want to move the forward, the blah blah blah. The Ace of Swords is a lot about moving forward in peace. Let's start again. Let's move forward in peace. And I come in peace, and I want to speak honestly. I'm going to lay it on the table. I just want to be honest, but I want to be kind. And I want to open up the doors here, opening up the doors of communication, getting somewhere good, having balance, realizing you can't get too drawn in, or you don't want to be oblivious to it either. You want to be around, and know, like with your kids. Okay, so say your kid is in a relationship, and they're going through a hard time. And she said, "Oh, he was mean to me and stuff." Well, you can't go getting all involved and go talking to him and, like, you know what I mean? You gotta stay out of it, but still be there to say, "Oh, hon, that's too bad." Well, maybe hopefully you guys can work that out and you let them, you you stay safely away. Within a safe distance, you know what I mean? But still knowing in the peripheral what's going on around, keeping in the know of somehow, okay? There may be, I feel like there could be some sort of offer here for you to explore another side of yourself, okay? Because in both these cards, we have two sides. We have the day and the night, the sun and the moon, the balance of energy that we need to temper it at both sides. Here again in the chariot, you have that same thing. To move forward, we gotta, you know, um, let some stuff go and move on, kind of thing. Anyway, you have both of these cards of balance, all right? Trying to gain understanding, being able to let it go and move on. That's the common goal. But it's about a communication, a truth. It could even be paperwork. This could be a contract, an agreement, something. If you're, I said something before about signing something, but so there is a movement forward here in a big way that I think is going to benefit you. I think this is a good move for you, but it's going to help you. I think have more harmony in your life. I don't think you're going to have to try as hard, work as hard, and or be involved as much. Okay, but you're having some sort of, and it's funny, the mother and the father are another balance thing there, how we need both of those to you know feel safe and secure growing up in our lives. If we're missing one of those, we're always trying to fill that spot, right? We're always trying to fill that spot. So I'll just see if there's anything else. This is pretty darn good. This is as good as it gets. New opportunity. This is really nice. Balance is a big thing for you moving forward. And in the five, which you have a few of, you don't feel balanced. It feels uneven. Why do I always get gypped in this situation? Or why do I always get left cleaning up? Or, it feels not imbalanced, okay, and not being treated fairly in some way, okay? And here, this is all you want. You just want to be treated fairly, you know, equally. You want recognition for, if you do the same work as that person, then why are they getting an award? Or, it's not about that, but also you could get a raise in pay. You could get more coming to you. Also, I feel like this is a level up in healing in some way. And because in the five, we're not quite feeling our value, recognizing our own value. And here we take a big step because it's about boundaries, right? And if we don't have any boundaries, well, then people do whatever they want. If there's no fence, we walk on that yard, right? And so now you're creating boundaries. Here you're starting to do that when you think you're feeling like things are unfair. You're not getting what you deserve or what you've worked for or for the time or whatever. And so here's where you're starting saying, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. What do you mean? And so you draw that first line, right? And so when we do this, it changes how people start to treat us. And it's like, no, she's not going for it anymore. He doesn't, I don't know. I tried to talk to him. And you're saying, no, you know. So it's defining new boundaries and you're getting the respect that you want by doing this. You didn't really want to. Do I really have to tell you, no, that's not right? Like, do I have to explain that why this isn't right? You might have to, or just say, no, I don't agree to that. And Anyway, in this way, you're getting what you want: the recognition, the respect, the and the give and take, the give and take. You're getting that back. This could be in a relationship. Obviously it is, but I think it's you had to give it to yourself first. You also may have to starve someone of you because you're not being treated. It's just yeah. uh so I really like that, and this holding back, this could be you of your time and energy. And you're like, I'm not giving it out. It's valuable, It's pretty valuable, my time and energy. I'm a pretty cool person. I'm a lady. I'm a lady. I've got connections. I'm, in touch with the rhythms. In touch with the rhythms. She is, and a lot of it, the vibrations. That's what I want to say. So I feel as your could be developing some routine and a little more structure in your life, okay? But in the end, it's allowing you to develop, mature into the lady who treats herself the best. She treats herself fine, takes care of herself so that she can spread that energy, she can share that energy and all her knowledge, all that she knows, hey? I feel like you could be developing in some sort of like I said, you could be training or learning or studying something else. And when you get to the lady, you kind of have mastered something. You have both the lady, the high priestess, and the emperor. These are all masters. They're masters, okay? And the last master that you need to meet in yourself is the one of self-care. This lady knows how to treat herself, and that her body, her temple, her soul are the most important. I can't take care of anybody. And you're teaching people the value, your self value, all that. Anyway, I also feel like you could be bringing some new idea to life, because I feel like you're laying down a burden so that you can embrace a new, not a burden, a new creative idea, something, something. Okay. Oh, that's very exciting, Scorpio. Very exciting. You're going through a lot right now. You're going through a lot, and your feelings, your instincts are right. They're right. You should trust them. Okay. All right. I love you bunches. Take care. Have a good month. And I'll talk to you soon. Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day. I almost forgot. Happy equinox coming on the 20th, 21st, depending on where you live. I also had a couple of recommendations. There's a lady, her name is Red Astrologer, RED, Red Astrologer. And I had a reading by her because I don't know a lot about astrology. And she helped me find my birth time that I had no idea when that, what, well, a little idea, but not really, didn't know. So she helped me find some things about myself, and I thought she was really good. So you can check her out. She's on YouTube. And I also want you to check out Fiona Waddell. She is she's really an empowerment coach. She helps you empower yourself. Okay. And so she's kind of like a life coach, empowerment coach, spiritual coach, and helping you get past some of those hurdles that where you're stuck. You know, I know a few life coaches, people that can help you in that area. So if you're needing help in that area, I'm not necessarily a life coach, but I know a lot. Anyway, you need help in that area, write to me and I'll connect you. Okay. Love you. Peace out. Have a great month. Bye now.